Hey, how's it going? Sorry if I butchered that. My name is Jack here with Rocketship SEO. I'm here to do that video analysis that you requested. I understand that you are the website that you do is basically like a 12-month course. It's for kids, 3 to 6. It's like preschool learning, that kind of thing. So I'll look at it from that angle. If I got that wrong, just let me know and I can redo this video analysis for you. So what I want to do in this video analysis is just kind of highlight what I can see as a search marketer in terms of your back end, what's been working for you in terms of SEO, what needs to be done, as well as what's potentially out there for some of the keyword sites we might be potentially able to grab, and then how we would go about ranking you for those keywords if we were to tackle this project on together. So without further ado, let me go and get started. So the first thing I did was I actually pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see what's been working for you. So what I can see right off the bat is that there's not a lot of authority on your website, and that's going to be a big issue because authority has a big impact in how quickly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for, as well as how highly you rank for them. So what I mean by that is if you look right here, the backlinks and referring domains, you'll see that there's 11 backlinks and 3 referring domains. Now, if you didn't know what a backlink is, it's essentially any website out there on the internet that links back to you or to your website, so in this case pandaparents, via a hyperlink. So for example, if there's a blog out there that's called the preschoollearningblog.com, and they mentioned you in that blog and they said, hey, if you're looking for the best preschool learning course, check out pandaparents.com. And if the person clicked on that link, it would direct them to your website. So just in the fact that that website is hyperlinking back to your website is actually tracked by Google, and Google uses that information to determine how authoritative your website is. Because in Google's eyes, when you have a lot of these other websites linking back to your website, it tells Google that you're the kind of website that other websites like to talk about, and you're the kind of website that other websites like to refer their own visitors to, because they're basically like, hey, go check these guys out, click here. And then if they clicked on it, it would direct them to your website, right? And so it's a very powerful trust signal in Google's eyes, and the number of links, the number of websites that are pointing back to your website has a huge impact in Google's current algorithm. I would say it's like 65–70% of the actual ranking factor. So if you don't have enough of this, if the competition is even remotely tough, you're just not going to be able to rank no matter how good your content and everything else is. And that's just how the nature of Google's algorithm is, and that's why it's so important, right? And so we need to make sure that we shoot for about 300 to 400 referring domains on 1,000 to 3,000 backlinks, especially since we're going after national keywords. So it's not like local, it's not like preschool learning in Ohio or what have you. It's just straight preschool learning because it's a course online, right? And so you're going to have more competition right off the bat. And in order for us to compete with those other people, you need to at least be at the level that they're at, if not better, right? And so what I've said from the research that I've already done, they're hanging out right around 300 to 400 referring domains. So that's at least where we need to be at, all right? So let's take a look and see what kind of keywords that you currently rank for. And nope, nothing. Never mind. Instead, what I'll do is I'll actually pull up some of the keywords that we actually, basically it means that you're not getting a lot of traffic. You're not being found for a lot of the keywords that we want to rank for, which is obviously an issue because this website needs to be bringing in traffic in order for you to actually start making sales, right? So what I did was I actually typed in kids learning course to our keywords explorer tool. This lets me look at some of the metrics on specific things, and as well as related keywords, as well as how much the searches per month is estimated. Now this number tends to be less than what it actually is from my experience, but it's a good ballpark. So learning games for kids, not really relevant to you. Online learning, decent, 9,200 searches per month. 59 keyword difficulty. The keyword difficulty is on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being the hardest to rank for. 59 is actually pretty tough to rank. It would take you a while. Educational games, because you don't really do games. It's not games. It's like learning tools for kids. This could be a decent one to rank for. I'll probably put that in my notes. But learning tools for kids gets 3,700 searches per month. Kids learning could be a decent one. 3,100 searches per month. Kids educational games, learning websites. Educational websites for kids. Yeah, that's a pretty decent one, right? but it's not like website, free learning, free education. All right, so let's try this one. So I typed in preschool learning here. I know that's actually the keyword that you want to rank for. The actual metrics on that phrase, preschool learning, is sorry, give me 1 second here. Oh, okay, my bad. Preschool learning, 900 searches per month. 50 keyword difficulty means that it's gonna be pretty tough for us to rank for this. But we can have it's doable. It's gonna take longer because of the competition, and we're just gonna have to do a little bit more work than where we're at. Than if we were to go after like lower keyword difficulty ones. Actually, you know what? That's kind of what we do. So in addition to kind of going after our main keyword that we want to rank for that has a lot of search volume, we also like to go after what we call long tail keywords. These are kind of the longer phrases that are more specific, that don't have as much search volume, but they have way, way less competition, which means that we can rank you for these kinds of things a lot more quickly. Then you can start seeing more traffic going to your website, convert them into sales, and hopefully get some ROI in the process of ranking you for some of the bigger keywords that we want to go after, right? So like preschool, learning websites, learning time preschool, learning for preschool, early learning preschool. So I just typed in straight preschool to see what we could get. Preschool curriculum, potentially, not that one's okay. Preschool classroom, preschool math worksheets. I mean, this one's a pretty decent one. It says free preschool worksheets. You know what you could do is if on the side you could create like a simple like worksheet thing. Ah, well, I wonder if this is actually for like teachers that are looking for preschool material. Worksheets for preschool, preschool clip art, preschool lesson plan, preschool lesson plan. No. Anyways, sorry. At the very least, at least you can look at this, and then you can go back and pause the video and see what kind of keywords you might want to go after. But this is the kind of thing that we would do. I just take my time and just kind of look over all the different keywords that are potentially out there. If I actually do the keyword set and research, I actually go into your competition and see what they're currently ranking for, and grab some of the keywords from there and do my kind of method of ranking for those keywords. But essentially, that's kind of what's out there. I mean, I guaranteed at least 10,000 searches per month total for this kind of phrase, and you can imagine what kind of what that could do to your website if you're getting a lot more visitors to your website and actually making sales from there, right? In terms of the website itself, I think this looks great. I think what we need is a quick like a chat now maybe, or a contact form like right here where they can say name, maybe a number, email, and then comment, and then a submit, or maybe on the side. The reason being is because, or actually, you know what, let me show you a good one. Them to scientific. The reason being is some people, like, they might have more questions than what's showing here. I mean, there's a lot of content. I actually think the website's really nicely designed, and the quick preview is great. Join now and save, that's also good. But it's just people have questions sometimes. And see how this popped up on the side? Get a free quote. Essentially, this would be like contact now or something, and then instead of all this stuff, it would obviously be pertain to yours. But some people have questions, you know, and there isn't necessarily, I don't see a phone number, so there's no phone number to reach out as well. And so if people have questions and things like that, yeah, you know, there's no way for them to reach out to you, which might deter them from actually ordering, because there's a lot of competition out there. You want to do that kind of additional service if you can. Now, if you don't want to deal with that, I understand, but this increases conversion rates. Essentially what I mean by that is if there's 100 people visiting your website, instead of one person purchasing, we want to shoot for closer to 3 to 4, right? And increase the conversion rate of the people that are actually visiting your website. And that effectively triples, quadruples your business. And if it means to have a contact form, having a phone number on there, then, you know, more power to you. Right. So that's the kind of thing. Now, if we want to go after some of these keywords nowadays, how Google finds the relevancy in your website and know exactly what keywords you want to rank for is actually in your URL. So right here, this is an inner page, and what we want to do is we want to make sure that it has some of the keywords that we want to go after. So build out a specific page and have some content that's hashed around those kinds of keywords that we want to go after, so that Google can pick up on it and start giving you credit, and so then you can start ranking those pages for those keywords that we want to go after. I really like this one review thing right here on the bottom. Yeah, I would see if you can get some more of this. That's cool. I like that. But anyways, I'll wrap it up here. I hope at the very least you got some insight out of this. Everything that I talked about in this video, we do for you, right? We want to make sure that you focus on building out your business, and for us to focus on bringing in your traffic and sales and things like that, and doing all the links, like building out the referring domains, the content. We have in-house content writers, all that stuff. Love to talk to you further about kind of what you're looking to do with the website and where you want to go from here, as well as your time frame, marketing budget, and then we can hash out a plan of attack and get started on this. So appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you soon. All right, thank you.